Hi, this is Scott Holstad, poet, writer, author, and I am doing a box opening video today, or at least attempting to. I had my first book of poems in many years published last year, October, Surviving Immortality Again, through Alien Buddha Press, available on Amazon. And that was so cool and so much fun that I actually, less than 10 months later, am having another book of poetry come out, due July 1st. And I got my copies today, titled, Where Do We Go From Here? Assorted Trip Poems for Future Past Generations. Yes, I am that odd. And so I got a couple of copies in one box, but here's my main box I'm about to open, and hopefully it's the right box. So this is exciting, and I've had a number of books published over the years, but I took some time off for a lot of reasons, and last year, after a couple of years of hard work, was my first new book in a long time, and it feels good to be following up less than a year later with another. And this one's going to be pretty different, I think, from last year. If you saw last year, we had sort of a concept. This is more of a scattershot, all sorts of stuff. Should be interesting for a lot of people. Let's get into this and see if this is the right box. It should be. And believe it or not, I do have decades of experience handling knives and own thousands. And this will probably be the second time in my life where I actually accidentally cut myself as I brag about it. No, that won't happen. And this looks like it is indeed the correct box. Very exciting. And we see inside, dun dun dun, can we see the contents? Are they visible? We have some copies, I'm guessing, 10 to 15 to 10, whatever. It's a big book of the new book. Where do we go from here? Assorted trip poems for future past generations. And I'll do another video on the day of its actual release in which I read a few things from it. So I won't read anything from it right now, but I'm going to read what's written on the back to just give viewers an idea of what this is supposed to be about. This was written by the publisher, again, Alien Buddha Press. Thank you, Red. My second book with them. Scott C. Holstad's second book with Alien Buddha Press, After Surviving Immortality Again, 2025, is an unusually diverse collection of 88 poems encompassing old, new, and somewhere in between. Where do we go from here? Presents offerings ranging from confessional to experimental cut-up and found poems to political, humorous, raunchy questions of meaning, identity, linear story poems, and rationally absurd games. Instead of being thematically or stylistically unified, these poems are more representative of various and varying differences in tone, theme, style, form. This is not everything, nor is it meant to be a greatest hits at all. Just a diverse poet and writer throwing poems at the wall in near arbitrary fashion and seeing what sticks. A technically disabled Pulitzer and Best-Net nominated poet and author with 70 plus books to his credit, Holstad provides a response of sorts to recent questions from readers like, Scott, where do we go from here? Well, welcome to Assorted Trip Poems for Future Past Generations. Thank you. I'll look forward to my next video on July 1st, when the book actually is released.